My UK GOAT Dave has dropped his 4th solo studio album, The Boy Who Played the Harp. It is 10 songs long, 47 minutes, which is beautiful. I always say Dave is the only UK artist and rapper I can get behind.
Now the garden same size as Adam and Eve's. I got trees.
That's crazy to say your garden the same size as the one Adam and Eve lived in. How big was their garden actually? I'm very intrigued. But the Bible does not specify the size of the Garden of Eden, but it must have been large enough to contain diverse animals and a river.
I can't wish my ex the best, she would end up with me. How can I
like that one. I can't wish my best that X would end up with me because he's the best. That's okay. IG caption. Let me write that down.
For the lust of the money, the head of the queen.
I'm sorry to my UK viewer. I'm learning a lot about y'all culture, but I'm looking at y'all bills and they got the face of the queen on it, so that line makes a lot more sense now. I always say that James Blake is a goated producer.
And when they talk on my name in this country, they gon' tell you that I'm already a legend.
I would say so. I think you're literally a UK GOAT, so.
That ain't impressive. I give a fuck about success if it ain't successive, that ain't.
I'll give a fuck about success if it ain't successive. That means if he's not getting continuous wins, multiple in rapid succession, it's not really success. One win is not equatable to 30 wins.
But this music gave me everything I need in a marriage.
This music gave me everything I need in a marriage. Bro say he married to the game.
Man late to his own funeral, but I don't see a man show up early to wanna prefer the one that's slim, but I don't mind me the curvy.
That was a smooth flow switch right there. Also, hold on, bro. I just caught what you said. I prefer the one that's slim, but I don't mind the curvier one. I ain't gonna lie, chat. Around here, we like our women BBWs. I can't co-sign this take, big brother. Yeah, this final verse here is so fucking tough. I think it was very well produced, not too loud, not too jarring. It went like perfectly. Like it's like the producer James Blake found the perfect medium for like the beat. Whoever was singing that, it's history. She sounded angelic.
Most people they got demons, I got angels that I fight.
Most people that got demons, I got angels that I fight. So I mean, it's nice that you're not fighting demons, meaning that you're not experiencing hardship. But why would you want to fight angels? Angels usually bring you like positive things. Maybe you're saying that you stain from like what's good for you, maybe. Also, I just realized 175 months. What does that equate to in years? 14.5 years. There's Stephanie, she left at 14. Okay, we're gonna let you cook up.
Then I go and I get angry, God, like why'd you take him for? He was just a baby.
Okay, so I'm assuming he had a friend that was 14 years old around the time he was probably around that same age of 14, and that person unfortunately probably passed, was what I'm gathering, saying to experience death at such a young age.
For my church, you cut a check. How am I trying to pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck?
How am I trying to pray for Congo with these diamonds on my neck? A lot of the people are dying over there, specifically kids, because of the cobalt mines that like tech companies like Apple, Google, whatever the case may be, are exploiting from them. They force these kids and adults into these terrible working conditions, and unfortunately they pass. I didn't know Congo had diamonds. I thought it was more so cobalt. I thought diamonds was Sierra Leone. I mean, they might have. I know Africa's in general is just rich with natural resources, so they might, but it's still a powerful line for him to like be wearing like these diamonds on his neck, like these blood diamonds, because they literally die getting you these resources. So he's saying it's hypocritical for him to then turn around and say he's gonna pray for the Congo. Beautiful political commentary here. See, this is why my boy Dave the GOAT. There was a UK rapper, I can't remember what, Skepta or Stormzy, one of them deleted all their Palestine posts to take the McDonald's bag. My GOAT would never.
Go check my CV, hunting on a LV speedy. I got it on me if you see me, Amanda, me getting too touchy feely.
Yo, this beat's so fucking fire, bro. It's like not too fast, like the tempo is just right, kind of catchy. Dave low-key flowing too. Ooh, this song right here has potential, chat.
Mom said back by the evening, please, we don't need them streets, they're the reason.
Mom said back in the evening, please, we don't need them streets, they're the reason. London streets are that dangerous, chat? I know Europeans can imitate this violence for real.
I'm praying for more life, more money, more success, more stacks for them, yeah, more platinum plaques for them.
Yeah, so whatever you want in life, chat, make sure you always speak it into existence, because that will energize you and kind of like propel you forward to want to achieve those goals that you set out for yourself.
Any tongue that rise against me gonna fall, and that's why a man can't chat to them.
You're not as like proficiently like lyrical as him, so if you try to diss him, you can't like stand to him. He's just gonna wash you.
No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper.
So I love Jim Legxacy's performance on this track, specifically on the chorus. I thought Dave got a really good feature out of him. I love this. No weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper. Obviously, that's a callback to the Bible. Through God's protection, nothing will like basically hurt you, even if it was specifically formed to hurt you. And then he uses prosper again to say my niggas had to take a risk and prosper. So he's saying in the first line, prosper to say you won't, and then he's saying you will. So I like how he's like using prosper in two different meanings. I think that's amazing as well. Overall, beautiful track.
Mine was like the sun setting, pray the moon shine. It's the prohibition, no ignition. Ran for 2 parties, it's the coalition.
Masterclass right here. Okay, so he's asking what's your life like, and then he says mine is like the sun setting, meaning it's getting dark or dim. But then he says pray that the moon shine. But when the moon is out, you would expect it to be dark out because that's when the moon comes out, but shine. So it's like play on words here. It's the prohibition, which was a period when alcohol was illegal. However, moonshine is a popular alcoholic beverage. No ignition, but he says he ran, and no ignition means there's no like way you can advance forward, right? Usually in a vehicle, but then ran, so play on words there. And he says for 2 parties, it's the coalition. So usually in various countries like America, you have a 2-party systems, which in each party try to form a coalition to kind of advance your policies, agendas, or whatever you might want to do.
Fake Lord, imitators, innovators, take that shit to heart like defibrillators.
Take that shit to heart like defibrillators, because defibrillators is what you use like when your heart starts, it brings you back to life.
But let's keep it true, you know you're reckless with protects and jewels. Flexes do what flexes do, and steppers do what steppers do.
Dave is getting so much production and quality from his features and his producers, like god damn.
Have you ever tasted victory and didn't want it?
Usually when the victory comes too easy, I'm not gonna lie. If it's something you don't have to work hard for and it's just something that easily falls into your palm, I think experience is the greatest teacher. And if you're not learning from whatever you're going through, then yeah, I don't want it.
For women, I don't even like them, bro. I need some guidance.
Diet pro, I ain't no relationship advisor.
So this is a good like little thing they're doing. They're trading verses, like having a conversation with one another, talk about would they be remembered, the things they're going through, and the other person's kind of acting like a therapist in a way, saying, hey, this is how I look at it. I think that's a really cool perspective to take this track on.
Mic check 1 2 free school dinners.
Only in America will kids not get free food at school. They have this shit called school lunch debt. What the fuck? How are kids going in debt to eat food at school?
You're where I wanna be, my darling, can't you see?
It's like these producers, these artists, when they got in the stew with Dave, it's like he told these boys, you better lock the fuck in. And that's exactly what they did. Everything is just hitting. It's like everything's coming and forming a perfect like unity. The only other time I felt this way was like usually on like Kanye albums or even Alfredo 2 with Freddie and Alchemist. Everything is just blending together like seamlessly. It's like he's taking full advantage of everything in his arsenal, but he's yielding such a perfect result from each thing that he's using.
The shower when you singing it better than Beyonce. I like the sound of fiance.
Man said you sing better than Beyonce. You gotta lie to your girl. Y'all been there.
I've done a lot of things I regret, like announcing I'll split on a text.
If you're gonna leave fine shit, bro, I personally say if you can't do it face to face in person, I always say at least do it like over a video call or a phone call. Over a text is insane.
Time the appointment till 4 and it's 3:55, bro. I feel like she wouldn't even care if I died, man. I tried to.
Like, you're a therapist. You should at least like make sure he's good before you just kick him out your office.
At this point, bro, you should have had kids, like. At this point, should have built you a life, like. Look around you, don't you feel you're behind, like.
You're probably comparing yourself to like your peers or like other people around the same age demographic and age as you, which you should never do. Life is a marathon. You take it at your own pace. Whenever you're ready to have kids, whenever you feel like you're ready for these life achievements, you will do it when you feel that. Like so.
What if I'm somebody nobody wants? What if I'm damaged, or what if I waited too long?
Going on about love. What if you don't find love? What if you're too damaged and nobody wants you? Then fuck them. It's that simple. Always unapologetically be yourself, and those that accept you will accept you, and those that don't. But don't pay mind to those that don't. It's always gonna be fuck them, and always do be appreciative of the people that do. And if you never find love, then you never find it. And it's not the end of the world. As long as you have a strong community around you with friends, family, whatever the case may be, that should be all that matters. Love at the end of the day is just something that should add on to the happiness, but it should never be happiness. Okay, yeah, so Dave is in fact 27 years old, and his birthday is June 5th, meaning this song could have been made around the time of his birthday.
They mock me online for speaking up on all of our issues and being over the shit that I see on socials. How can I stay silent when lost white people mistreating locals?
Never feel sorry for speaking out against anything that happens to your people or even people overseas. Injustice against one people is injustice against all people.
Most of us would sacrifice our soul for the right fees.
See it all the time with politicians where they'll sell out to lobbyists.
Tried about slavery, then went to Dubai with my girl.
Speaking out against Dubai and the UAE, especially after what they're doing to the people in Sudan now, where they're literally just going through and mass slaughtering them. And it was so bad that they said they could see blood from the satellites in space. And they're doing this for what? For gold. They're literally killing black people for their natural resources. And that's what I always tell people. Africa was never poor. You don't steal from poor people.
Just listen to the music. Why do you need somebody's thoughts?
He's basically saying just be an independent thinker. You don't need somebody's opinions to be able to form your own thought.
And why we counting the numbers? How the music make you feel?
True. A lot of people just care about the charts and how how high numbers are ranking. That's why I always tell people numbers mean nothing to me. How did the art make you feel? Did it entertain you? Did it persuade you? Did it inform you?
How do I explain my ops lost, but we ain't win?
That's the worst thing ever, when you're on a hate watch and it didn't work.
I ended up at work, I was barely getting paid for someone that was 2 years above me in my age.
That's how capitalism works, Dave. You get exploited for your labor and you generate copious amounts of profits for these companies, and you get such a small fraction of the profits you help generate. Oh, we love this system, chat.
I wanna be a good man, but I wanna be myself too.
So you want to be both a good man and yourself. Both are diametrically opposed to one another, is what you're saying. Learn why you being this version of yourself is healthy, maybe to yourself or to other people, or like what exactly is wrong, and you just gotta grow and change from it.
I can't love myself. I'm made from two people that hate each other. My parents couldn't even save each other.
That's why I be telling people, think long and hard about having kids with the person you with, because if you end up hating that person, bro, you're cooked, because you're with them for life.
Trying to be, and he don't want a good girl, he want a hoe.
He don't want a good girl, he want a hoe. We do in fact love hoes, chat.
Penitentiary and charges that were meant for me. Facing him potentially, but he was just protecting me.
So this man Josiah went to prison for you? I ain't gonna lie, that's a friendship right there, bro. I mean, it just goes to show you that there are so many temptations around you that can really offset the course of your life. It reminds me of Temptations by Joey, about like how like these things are all around you, and you kind of just have to hope that the way you were raised and your upbringing and everything that was instilled in you is powerful enough to keep you away from that life. And we see it with Lamine Yamal, talented as he is, great as a footballer he is, bro, was a gooner. I can't even blame him. I mean, obviously now he's 18, but when he first started, he was like 16, 17. He's a little boy, and these women see that and they take advantage of it, and nobody helping them.
For me pills and offer me shots and off in my head. Couldn't even say if I was sober.
This man Bill Cosby her.
Maybe if these people would police our cities where they police our bodies.
You have like famous known like Republicans and like white supremacists like Nick Fuentes who be like, your body, our choice, basically insinuating that the Republican Party basically has ownership of women's bodies. But instead of that, like, you should just be trying to keep these weird ass niggas from these women, bro. I ain't gonna lie, sexual assault, sexual harassment, all of that, pedophilia has become way too normalized. Niggas be proud to do this shit, bro.
And he won't ever stop because there's no one to correct him. And he might even do it because the system will protect him.
You report it to the pigs, and what do? Nothing. But yeah, this is a very powerful song talking about how the system hates women, how men hate women, how they always seem to try to take advantage of them at every step of the way.
If I had to fight for the rights of my people and lay down my life on the line so my grandkids could live a life that's peaceful, would I be frontline? That's what I'm thinking.
Very, very interesting perspective. So if you were alive at these very specific points in time, like during World War II, during the Civil Rights era, even during the Titanic sinking, would you be able to stand on the front line and fight? Would you be able to save people?
Can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for?
Can you say you're alive if you ain't got something you're willing to die for? That just means, what do you stand for as a person?
That man talking the thing, but I bleed it. Man wanna speak on the scene, but I've seen it.
So he's saying, you talking, but I'm actually about it. Like, I was there. You standing behind the screen, all you do is talk. Man wanna speak on the scene, but I seen it. Don't speak on stuff you don't know, essentially.
Give these niggas money, see their colors. Don't mix me with them, I'm not the one.
Give these niggas money, see their colors. I always tell y'all, money don't unlame you, bro. Look at doodoo garbage. Still one of the lamest niggas I've seen in my life. And that is The Boy Who Played the Harp by Dave. Incredible album. As I said time and time again, the features, production, whatever the case was, and he got the best results possible from it. Like, this was honestly such a beautiful album. I think the production needs a special shout out because each song sonically sounded different, but it still gave me that feeling that it was all interconnected in some capacity, if that makes sense. Dave's lyricism is on point, and I think he showed exactly that on this project. And I remember when Drake ran to the UK talking about they have the best rappers, they have the best artists. I was like, no, they literally only have Dave. If there was literally a rap battle between the US and the UK, it'd literally be Bron on the 2018 cap, or like Jordan on his first stint with the Bulls, like his first year where he was dropping 63 against the Boston Celtics. Like, Dave would just be carrying the UK, bro. He's always socially conscious, always on the right side of history. I implore y'all to go stream this album.
Weapons, no weapon that's been fashioned against me shall prosper.